one to the three. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more.
Alright, so what is going on, you guys? Sidestop Kenny here, and today I'm going to be making a part 2 story time of the whole Tailgate and Tallboys experience, the extravaganza that was Tailgate and Tallboys. Now, Saturday, me, my friend Tommy, and my friend Connor, man, we had all-inclusive Saturday VIP tickets, you know what I'm saying, for Chad Kroger. We were very important people for Chad Kroger. You feel what I'm saying? Now, we get there, okay, it's 2:30 when we get there. We decided to leave, from, the high school parking lot, because we met up at the high school parking lot. We decided to leave there at 2, because the gates for Tailgate and Tallboys opened at 2 that day, and we were trying to, wait it out a little bit, wait for that initial kind of surge of crowd, kind of, dies down a little bit, and you just walk right into the festival, you know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened. So, we get to Tailgate and Tallboys. We get, in our little parking spot in the VIP parking area. And if y'all saw the Young Gravy story time video, which will be linked in the description if y'all haven't, that was a crazy night too. Definitely would suggest checking that video out, you know what I'm saying? But we made the long just stretch of walk to the festival grounds. Well, first we had to go to the box office, okay? We went to the box office, right? And we walk up, we're like, hey, we show them our tickets and stuff like that. And we get a wristband, and we get a little lanyard with a little, Tailgate and Tallboys VIP thing hanging off of it. So that was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? And, I think we're all good. We all think, we're all good. And we start walking into the festival. We get into the festival. We start strutting. We start strolling. We weren't with any pups, so we weren't paw patrolling. But we start making our way over to, the VIP area to see what was going on with that. You know what I'm saying? And we get to where the entrance to the VIP area was. And there's 2 security guards standing right at the entrance. So we go to the one on the right because there's nobody talking to the one on the right. We're like, hey, showing him our, lanyards and, our wristbands. And he was like, yeah, y'all ain't getting in. You guys do not have the right wristbands on. And, I was like, what? We have the VIP lanyard, you know what I mean? And he was like, yeah, anybody could have just given that to you. You need to go back to the box office and get the special VIP wristbands. And I was like, man, can we just show you that, we have the VIP ticket? And he was like, no, you need to go to the box office. And I was like, man, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful or nothing like that. But, he was pretty cool. He was a cool guy, so he understood what was going on. But we start making our way to our, the box office there, you know what I'm saying? And we get the right wristband on, and we go back to the VIP area. We get in our spot, and we're chilling there. Okay, we're chilling there, and 10 minutes go by, 15, something like that. And this lady behind us just falls to the ground and starts seizing. She starts having a seizure on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Right behind us. Literally saw her seizing, saw her fall, all that. And then we start yelling for a medic. She gets dealt with. She was all good. And, we were just kind of chilling there. We were chilling there. We met this dude named Blake. Shout out Blake. He's an absolute legend. If there was some way on this, Disney World, It's a Small World Earth, that Blake is watching this video right now, shout out to Blake, man. He was cool. But, we saw a couple of people. Shout out, Warren Ziders. I got a guitar pick from Warren Ziders. He was pretty cool. He was a rock star, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was a good day. Okay? It was a nice little vibe, you know what I'm saying? Now, we're chilling, and nobody's on the stage, and we're just kind of sitting, not sitting, but standing around, just kind of twiddling our thumbs, just talking, and, just kind of waiting for time to pass by for the, next, performers to perform and entertain the crowd, you know what I'm saying? The next bands and this and that and, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? We're just chilling there waiting, and you know, there's this woman sitting on the ground with her legs out right behind us. And, you know, she's kind of like blah, 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 talking about this and that, this and that. And then I hear, yeah, and if this kid falls into me one more time, I'm going to fight him. Keep in mind, I didn't even fall into this lady once. I did not fall into that lady once. I might have accidentally, you know, maybe pushed up into her a little bit because I was getting lit, because I was just trying to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of turn around and I look at her. I'm like, man, like, I'm a minor, like, I'm underage. So, like, I would like to, you know, see that happen. Like, that'd be a good time for you, you know? And that's just a classic thing to pull out in a situation like that, especially if you have some drunk woman trying to fight you, you know what I mean? Just say you're a minor, say you're underage, and, you know, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. You know, you're set in stone. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting into a fight today. But I said something like, you know what? Like, this is a concert. You know, that's what's going to happen. And she's like, oh, well, this isn't Seattle. And, like, I was like, man, like, whatever. So I kind of, you know, ignore her. But then she hops on Tommy's shoulders, like starts tugging on his pants and saying something like, oh, your pants are baggy. You need to get tighter pants. And Tommy was just like, whatever. And then things kind of, you know, happened a little bit there. But, you know, everything was all good in the end. Tommy, dude, shout out to Tommy. Tommy's a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? He dealt with that lady just right, you know what I mean? Just how you should deal with that lady, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he was great. He was there, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, I mean, you know, he didn't make her want to fight him or anything like that, or her husband fight him, so, you know, like, that just shows you that Tommy was doing good with dealing with this woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Tommy, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, eventually, a little after, you know, this whole scuffle happens between her and myself and Tommy too, you know what I'm saying? This woman right in front of me just passes out, okay? She passes out. And then eventually, you know, we kind of back up, start trying to get some medical attention in the pit, which, I mean, it wasn't even a pit, you know, there's no mosh pits happening. I don't know why I said pit, but the crowd, you know what I'm saying? And she eventually just kind of gets back up. You know, myself and somebody else was like, hey, are you okay? And she was like, yeah, I just need some water. And then the drunk woman was actually like, no, like, you still need to go see medical, you know, you still need medical attention. You need, you know, go see the medics and stuff like that. And I looked at the drunk woman that said she was going to fight me. And I was like, you know, I actually agree with you. Because I didn't think I was going to be able to find something to agree with, you know, with this woman on, you know what I'm saying? So it was just mind-blowing that I was like, you know what, I agree with you. And it was great. You know, she got dealt with, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else, I didn't see this, but somebody else, like, behind me, I think might have passed out too, because I just saw people kind of pointing down, and I was like, man, I don't know, it was crazy. I don't know why so many people were just passing out, you know what I'm saying? Maybe people were just a little crunk, you know what I mean? Because it was country, you know what I'm saying? You know, people were drinking all weekend and all day, each day there, you know what I mean? But that'll happen, you know what I'm saying? But it was a good night, you know, saw Nickelback, saw Jelly Roll, had a good time, you know what I'm saying? Almost got a guitar pick from Nickelback, but that didn't happen. This girl kept moving my arm back away from the guitar pick, dude. Absolutely whack. But you know what? Still had a good night. And if you're still watching this video right now, thank you so much for watching this whole video. I appreciate you very much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys when I see you guys in the next video. Sure.